Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Nexus Mods wants absolutely nothing to do with your filthy, stinking, bigoted mods. But don't worry. All your naked little mods for whatever games you want, those are still intact. But what on earth am I talking about? Let's get into it. If you remember a while back, Nexus Mods has decided to, announce their opinion on a few things. Like back in 2022, in August, Spider-Man Remastered modder banned for letting players remove their pride flags. Regardless of your opinion of this, you can downvote these mods. You can talk negatively about these mods, but sitting there and saying you can't have these mods on our site, I mean, you're kind of sending a message. And sure, they are more than welcome to have that message. But, don't worry. You can still play Spider-Man on PC with Peter's wang flapping in the breeze as he goes through the city, swinging from building to building. Now, what else has Nexus Mods dipped their little greedy little grubs fingers into? Well, also, they decided to ban the modder for people wanting to remove the pronouns option. Again, whatever your opinion on these things that are in the game is yours to have. But giving players the options who really don't care for these pride flags or choosing their pronouns, I think that's up to the players themselves. I mean, that's the whole purpose of modding your game on PC, is to play the game the way you want to. But no, Nexus Mods, they will not allow anything of the sort. You cannot change the pride flags in Spider-Man to American flags, and you cannot remove the option. And yes, regardless of what anyone says, it is an option. You are not forced to pick your pronouns in Starfield. You can change them if you like, for whatever reason, but there are some players out there who don't even want to see it. And honestly, that's their prerogative. To each their own. But not on Nexus Mods. But again, don't worry. There's a mod there to see everybody naked around Starfield. And then we come to the latest with the Tomb Raider Remastered. My goodness. It didn't take very long. Apparently there is a disclaimer at the beginning of the game that talks about depictions, negative depictions, and grotesque, whatever it says. I didn't read it. I don't care about it. It's just a silly little nonsensical disclaimer that they decided to put at the beginning of the game that said the depictions in the depictions in these games are not, not conducive of modern day ideology and everything. It's outdated thoughts and everything. Well, someone made a mod that removed that disclaimer at the beginning of the game, and lo and behold, Nexus Mods flew in to save the day, as usual, yet again, and not allowing players the choice to remove it from the game. Nexus Mods removed the mod that deletes the warning message from the Tomb Raider Remastered because, heaven forbid, you can't have the option to play the game the way you want to. But, like I said before, rest assured, yes, I did look it up, my goodness, there's already a mod within the first 12 hours, I believe, of topless Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. And who doesn't want that, honestly? It's one thing after another. And you can choose to continue to go to Nexus Mods. You can choose to go somewhere else. That's your opinion. But if more and more people have a problem with Nexus Mods dictating their own personal ideology onto the mods that they host on their website, not allowing the pride flag change or the pronoun change, and yet having one after another mod that allows you to make your video game as free-balling as you want, it makes me wonder where their ideologies stand. Where do their morals stand? Do you think they could actually operate their website as a neutral party and just put the mods out there? You're not supporting one over the other, and let the community decide on what they want to download. Let popularity, let the demand dictate what you have on your website, but they've made the decision. They've made the decision for you, the user, the gamer, the person who's actually going to frequent their website. Now, personally, if you have a problem with it, I suggest going find somewhere else. That's never a problem. Modders, if you have a problem with these decisions that Nexus Mods makes, then I believe you're more than welcome to go somewhere else as well with your mods. The only issue there that apparently way back in 2021, I believe, Nexus Mods removes the ability to delete mods from site. So even if you don't want your mods there, they're going to be archived instead of deleted, though, according to this article, there is a 1-month grace period for those that still wish to delete. So it takes you a month. If you haven't heard it, Nexus Mods is one of the most popular mod sites out there, and that popularity, I believe, is officially going to their heads. From Skyrim to Fallout and Witcher 3 Nude mods, because those are the popular ones, although Cyberpunk 2077 does have quite a few clothing mods that I'm going to check out as soon as I get a PC that run this shit. There are so many mods on this site that you could probably find one for pretty much anything. Yes, indeed. Rule 34 is everywhere. On their site, they state that they include 317,000 files for 1,335 different games. Recently, Nexus Mod made the decision to eliminate the possibility of deleting mods off their site. Now, instead of being deleted, mods will be archived. Archived mods will not be accessible unless directly requested. So, once you upload it to their site, it stays there. Has something changed in the past, 2.5 years we're on now? Has something changed? Correct me if I'm wrong. It just makes me wonder. You have no problem with, for lack of a better term, essentially degenerate mods. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with naked mods for any game you want to play. Everyone should be allowed to play their own video games the way they want to. I mean, you got to figure the whole purpose of mods coming out is because you wanted to see the lots more skin on your game. Nothing wrong with that. Enjoy it the way you want to. But while at the same time you're allowing those mods to run free and rampant across your site, but not allowing simple, little, and more than likely, they may not be as popular as most people would think. You would think on one side of the aisle, they would be downloaded hundreds of thousands of times as far as the Spider-Man pride flag mods or the pronoun mods for Starfield. Unfortunately, probably less and less people are playing Starfield right now anyway. And as far as Spider-Man goes, unless there is some sort of massive downloadable content expansion pack, that's what I was looking for, some sort of game expansion, not too many people are going to be playing that one for more than 8 to 12 hours anyway. So what's the harm in letting people remove the flags, replacing them with American flags? Where's the actual harm? I do wonder. I see Nexus Mods can do whatever they want, but the more they do things like this, the more it will, I guess, turn off a particular sect of gamers. And in the process, if they're willing to remove simple little mods like this, like the Spider-Man, the Starfield, and the Tomb Raider mod, and the Tomb Raider mod is absolutely nonsensical, removing that one, other more, I guess, less vocal gamers will simply walk away and stop putting their mods on Nexus, find alternate websites to put their mods, because they do not want to run the risk of Nexus just getting a wild hair up their ass and deleting their mods and losing whatever popularity the modder gained with their work. More and more gamers maybe turning away from Nexus Mods. I see that will happen. I think it'll happen. It should happen. Just put the mods out there. Let the gamers decide what they want and what they don't want, and go from there. Having a stance in a situation like this is not always the best option, but hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things us YouTubers beg you to do, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.